Now, today I have the pleasure of speaking with Greg, who has been joining the 12-week language mastery program since a few weeks now. And well, first of all, welcome, Greg.
Thanks, Marco.
And I've been very intrigued by your progress and see how you're going. And um, especially like in the first few weeks, you had such a enormous drive for the course, so it was very nice to see. And
Mhm.
now I'm just curious how the course is for you so far. But before we start, I'd like to ask you, who exactly are you and what do you do?
I'm Greg,
Mhm.
and I I'd say the main reason why I'm studying Pali is because it very much pertains to my meditation practice
Mhm.
with the Goenka Vipassana. So I've been studying with you now for I guess since May or June.
I think it was June,
June.
or was it
Yeah,
May? I also forgot.
eight weeks or so.
Yes.
And yeah, it's been hugely beneficial for me to learn about the language that the Buddha spoke,
Hmm.
and a real joy. And it's been a very big. It's created, as we were speaking about earlier, a lot of big shifts for me in my life to actually study something with concerted effort. So it's been
Wow.
yeah, just really amazing.
I'm curious, what was your initial situation before the course regarding the language or
Yeah,
language?
so before the course, I was studying on Anki
Hmm.
with I was studying Latin on
Hmm.
Anki, and I was following a textbook and studying vocabulary. And so when the course started, I switched actually from studying Latin to now studying just Pali and focusing solely on on the one language, Pali.
Right, right. And it sounds like it also was a big shift for you that you needed to make like a big decision for yourself.
Yes. Yes, it was. It was an enormous shift because it went even deeper than the language. It was actually um, when I started with your class, it represented a shift in my direction, whereas before I switched to because you had encouraged me to stick with one language, and so I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I'm gonna decide Latin or Pali, and so by deciding to study Pali, I was actually shifting my energy away from writing and studying Latin,
Hmm.
which was something that I had been trying to do for about a year,
Hmm.
and slowly realizing that this wasn't exactly really what I wanted to be doing.
Hmm.
And so, um, because of your encouragement to focus on Pali, I was able to actually see that fact. Okay, maybe it's okay to change what I'm doing with my time and focus on something that I might want more deeply want to do, which is to study Pali and to understand the Pali canon. And so, yeah, by focusing my energy fully on that, it was a huge shift in my life in my sort of direction, and it's been very positive.
Wow. Wow. That really sounds fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, very fantastic.
What was your goal or what did you hope to achieve from the course?
That's a good question. I've been to Pali workshops before,
Hmm.
and I felt that they were nice in the sense that I came out with an appreciation of Pali.
Hmm.
Um, not really a deep knowledge of the language. So I think with this course, what I was hoping to achieve was actually like a really thorough understanding of the language in terms of the grammar and how it worked because it's such a foreign
Yes.
language. It's an ancient language and it's a declined language and it's like
Yes.
so different from English. So
Absolutely.
I wanted to just examine examine that at the root
Mm.
and like yeah, really understand the language.
Yes. Oh, awesome. And what did you so far achieve through the course?
Well, so far I have um, come up with a vision
Hmm.
of what I want to achieve with my studies and written it down. So I've created that document which
Hmm.
provides a focus for my studies. Um, and I revise it from time to time, just a little bit and tweak it. But that lets me that vision plan lets me refer to my original goal, which is to have
Hmm.
to have a working knowledge of Pāli, such that I can read the suttas with minimal reference,
Hmm.
and just just remember that that's my goal. And then I've been working with a textbook um, called A New Course in Reading Pāli,
Hmm.
and working through that textbook and learning the the grammar of Pali, so sort of how the declensions work and what they mean, and and studying vocabulary and really increasing my vocabulary and learning compounds and
Sounds
prefix.
like you're attacking the language from multiple angles and that the Pali is not safe from you anymore.
No, it's not safe at all. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, mo many different angles and learning how to divide my time
Yes.
up. I mean, I think you go over that
Yes.
in like week 3 or there was one week where yeah, you suggested maybe spend a portion, a certain chunk of time to grammar and a certain chunk of time to vocabulary. And that
Hmm.
was a revelation for me to
Hmm.
just sort of plan out how I'm gonna divide up my study time.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. How would you describe the course?
I would describe it as open-ended. I mean, at first
Hmm.
I was surprised by the format where
Hmm.
you can actually come into the course with any language.
Hmm.
It's not it's not the kind of thing where we're going through one textbook together. It's foundational.
Hmm.
So it's open-ended and foundational. So what I'm learning is from you is how to
Hmm.
study basically
Yes.
anything. Um, and you talk about sort of fundamental aspects pertaining to studying, for example, how sleep
Yes.
affects us and how, good sleep, good exercise can make us into um, better studiers
Hmm.
and yeah, all sorts of things from science and from literature and it's yeah, it was a pleasant surprise to learn that that's what this was because it's kind of silly like in college. You don't learn this sort of
Right.
thing in
Yes.
college. You just
Yeah.
get into a class and all of a sudden you're thrown into the language and you don't learn the level beneath, which is to
Yes. Yes.
actually
And
study how to do well in the class.
I feel you, and I have been there myself multiple times, and it is lot of trial and error in school or university
Mhm.
to really get into a good rhythm in order to be successful, but also balanced, so to
Mhm.
get into a sweet spot. So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what would you, or what particularly surprised you about the course or the program?
Mm, I'd say that was a surprise to feel sort of seen on that level of things. Um, yeah, and to realize that it's a sort of a common issue of people's is this desire to learn efficient ways of learning.
Hmm.
That was probably the biggest surprise, and it was a happy surprise.
So that in this way that it sounds like it was surprising for you to see other people who also struggle with similar things when they are about to study the language.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, yes, yes. It's a bit of a relief when we see that other people are also having the same issues and also the same breakthroughs, and
Hmm.
that we're realizing, hey, we're not alone here in this trip,
Totally.
in this quest.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Um, Last question, would you recommend this course? And if so, to whom would you recommend this course?
Yes, I would definitely recommend this course to anybody who wants to learn a language, any
Mhm.
language, whether it's modern language or a classical language. Um, Absolutely either way, because it's not, I mean, I think you in the email it was, classical languages
Mhm.
seemed, I think, to be the focus, but it could definitely work for people wanting to study a modern language. Um, so yeah, I would recommend it to anybody wanting to study a modern language or to study any topic really whatsoever. I mean, it's a
Yes.
pretty
Yeah,
generalizable. What you're teaching is fairly generalizable to any sort of learning pursuit that one may
perfect.
be on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks for the feedback. And I did start off with another course teaching people how they can study classical languages. And in
Mm.
this one, I branched out and included modern languages as well. And
Uh-huh.
it was a big experiment, and it seemed to work very well.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
it was either the option of perhaps this goes dead wrong, or it
Mm.
goes like completely right. And it
Mm.
feels more like the latter, like it went right. And
Cool.
I see now the common structures between classical and modern languages, and
Mm.
yeah, we can combine them.
Mm.
Regardless, well, first of all, thank you so much for the feedback. And to the people who are listening to this, if you also want to join and want to study either a modern language or classical language, feel free to have a discovery call with me free of charge, and also to click the link below. There's a survey which you can fill out so I can see where you're at, and we can talk and see if this program is a fit for you. And to Greg, thank you very much for really being such an active part and continuing to be such an active part. And like I always love to get your feedbacks, and I think you were one of the few who even filled out all the questions, even when I asked the question, what question should I ask? You even filled out this question.
Yeah.
So you're very, very dedicated about really fulfilling all the requirements. So it also speaks a lot of you. And I'm looking very much forward to continuing working with you. And yeah, looking forward to see where your trajectory goes and to which level you will come to very soon. So thank you very much for this tonight. And well, I'm looking forward to talking to you soon again.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you, Marco. Thanks for all your time and for providing this course for us. It's amazing.
You're most welcome. Thank you so much.